Hello, my love, and welcome back. We are going to talk about manifesting your dream home or dream environment. And this is something I would like to give myself props for because this has been a huge part of my journey over the years, with all my travels, all my different living arrangements, Mexico, Australia, Bali, Los Angeles, Scotland, around the UK, and then all the trips in between. I feel like I've done a really good job of tapping into the energy and the frequency of what it's like to manifest your desired living environment. So, although I haven't manifested my own permanent home yet, which I believe has happened because I've not been quite sure where I've wanted it to be, and I've always dreamed of having like multiple hub locations to hop around, which I'm slowly building for in the back ends, but I haven't manifested that like big dream home, white picket fence vision board that I think a lot of people have. That's not really mine, but I have manifested the alignment, the incredible spaces that match exactly what I was looking for, the weather, the people around me, all these different factors that come into play. And so that's what we're going to be diving into. Before I go any further, this is actually a really powerful quantum healing hypnosis activation that I've just uploaded inside my monthly membership. The links for that are down below if you want to have the healing and the hypnosis to do this yourself. But in this episode, I'm going to be sharing a little bit about why and how and what. And we'll just get into that part because I have received this question lately from a few people inside the membership about their environments not feeling supportive or not conducive to the version of themselves that they want to be or where they want to get to. I've also had a couple people just in general talking about living situations or feeling like their dream home or their dream vision is out of reach, or getting caught in all the different stories, also the economic stories, also the realistic fact of economics and like how expensive certain things are and if your job's not covering and blah blah blah. Like there's so many factors that go into your dream home. And when I've manifested my own environments and the things that I've wanted, or I've helped clients to, with the quantum work, dial in and then end up attracting their dream homes in Hawaii and California and around Asia, and like same thing, the same principles always apply, which is like when we're looking at manifestation, your job isn't to know the how, and your job isn't to focus on all the tiny details or all the things that have to fall into place to get there. Your job is to be a frequency match, an energetic match for the desired reality, for that outcome. So I'm going to give a perfect example of this because back in 2020, I was just in Australia and Bali, and I had manifested the funds to live there. I then over-invested into some business things, shout out to my patterns, and it didn't work out the best. I was at a place where I had $20 in my bank account, was a month late on rent. I didn't have the money to pay the people, my employees and team members at the time, stressed about that, credit cards maxed, no access to anything, and literally $20 in my account, nothing else to my name. And I was eating fruit off the ground in people's yards, and it was just like, how am I going to do this? But I've had a lot of experiences with the ups and downs of money and understanding how to manifest or align and attract more. So same with the environment. I was like, I trust that I'm meant to be here and that I'll be supported in this and that these things are going to work out. So let me stay in a higher frequency and not get pulled into the depression or the darkness and the debt. And so from that, I had some manifestations with clients, etc. But I ended up moving back to my mom's basement before COVID hit. And this caused a lot of insecurity, a lot of feeling behind, a lot of self-judgment, for financial decisions, and also just the feeling like not feeling stable or secure on my own because I didn't have anything to show for that or my own place. And so I started dialing in of what is it that I actually want for my next environment? What do I want to be feeling each day? Who am I surrounded by? What does the place look like? And within about a month of doing this consistently, this incredible opportunity came up that I've talked about in other videos about moving down to Los Angeles, right on the beach with an incredible group of like-minded humans. And everything shifted really fast in terms of my living environment. The things that I was doing at that time were very much about not giving power to the current reality and the things that I didn't like, and dialing into the feeling, the sensations of what that next chapter was going to be like. So I didn't have Los Angeles on my radar. I probably would not have chosen to go there just in general because that's kind of not a place I would think of. But I was every single day feeling into the energy of being on the beach somewhere, being able to walk the beach every single day in between work calls, doing yoga or having peaceful meditation, stretching, morning stuff, right? Being outside, enjoying nature. I was also dreaming of this big home and the decorations and the people and this supportive connection and friendship and being able to be more of my true self around people and all these things. And then when I was going about my day, I was bringing that frequency with me. So what we want to understand, and this is why the quantum work is so important, is that it's about the energetic match. So when I'm in, let's say you've already manifested your desired home or desired environment, the emotions you're feeling at that end result are very different than the emotions you're probably feeling right now. The emotions I was feeling in my mom's basement were not very supportive, exciting, kind, enjoyable emotions. Well, a version of me who's like got her own home or living on the beach somewhere surrounded by amazing people, free and living her life, that version of me is like very excited, very grateful, very open, very playful, probably very trusting, also probably very relaxed, right? My nervous system would be very safe and secure there, ideally. And so those are two different versions of me, two different identities operating at different vibrations. So if I stay operating at the vibrations from my mom's basement in that situation, I would only be a match for situations at that frequency. So I needed to shift my frequency up here so that I could be a match over there, right? Does that make sense? So it's always about aligning who you are being. And this is why a lot of times people never get out of the certain limit or loop because they have made this their standard and their normal and they keep vibrating at it. So it keeps happening and it keeps showing up, right? I made my standard and my normal years ago when I took my first solo trip. I just believed that everything was working out, that I was going to be so supported, that I'd have exactly what I needed in terms of the space or the environment. And then as I continued traveling on and on and on after that, I always trusted and had this deep inner knowing that the manifestation for the place would work. And that became a baseline. That became like a normal for me. I know people who have the opposite normal and they've had experiences that don't work out with travel or with housing or manifestation, and so they expect maybe the worst thing. And not a blame to one or the other, but that is keeping them in that energetic frequency, and so it's a little bit more likely that they're going to attract a matching experience for the frequency that they're at. Just like if I'm in a frequency of going, I have no clue where I'm going to live in a week from now, and I'm not recommending this. Do not recommend my way of life sometimes. But if I'm going, I have no clue where I'm going to live a week from now. I don't know where the finances are because I didn't have enough money come in the last month, or I overspent, or I'm just like, oh, it's like a little bit tight right now. But I've created the frequency that like I'm always supported and I always have the perfect place that matches what I'm needing at that time. And it has always manifested. Sometimes it has been at the very final week. Sometimes it has been a month in advance. Sometimes it's been much further planning. But I've been able to keep cultivating the experience that I desire. So I know that when I tap into these things and I get aligned and get really clear on like, these are the things that are part of my desired reality. This is the kind of housing setup. This is the decorations. This is how I'm going to feel. This is the view or the surroundings. And these are non-negotiables. And when I really connect to that strongly and consistently, and I feel the feelings of already having it, then it comes in. So that is exactly what this quantum healing hypnosis activation is here to support you with, because I know for myself, and I have been all over the place. I live probably a very ungrounded life to a lot of people with the travel and the just chaos at times. Doesn't feel like chaos to me, but I know it looks like that to some people, and they're like, where are you in the world right now? Like, nobody knows. I know that this process has supported me so much in constantly calling in the exact places and manifesting like the perfect Airbnb, and it's like everything I ever wanted and it's just right there. Or people offering me and doing house sits or exchanges, or people that are traveling for a while and they're like, oh, just come stay here, and I get to go live and watch their place, and it's exactly the kind of space I was tapping into and putting myself. So I was like projecting myself into the future of like, this is where I want to be, this is what I want to be waking up to and how I want to be feeling there. And then energetically those things start aligning in the back end. And yes, I still take action and have to do things in the physical, but there's a level of confidence and trust from that identity because I've normalized that for myself. So because we live in a very unsteady economy and right now very unsteady world, and I know a lot of people do struggle to feel that way, this activation that I've just recorded is so powerful because it's really going to support your nervous system in feeling the safety and the trust and the like, yes, I'm supported. I can believe in this. I know that this is my reality. I know that this is here. And even if it's not manifested tomorrow, you have shifted your beliefs, you've shifted your energy and the way your body feels so that you can actually take more confident action and make better decisions and not be operating from a vibration of fear. And that also assists in putting things into place. So this activation is going to be so powerful to help you, whether you're wanting to manifest a dream home, like I said, or whether it's about the dream environment, the desired environment. That could be living in the jungle somewhere and not necessarily like a big house. It might be the environment with the people around you and the way that you want to be supported every single day. So I say dream home, but it also has to do with your living environment in general. So this activation is inside my monthly membership. There are two ways to get this. You can get the activation just by itself, which is $55.55. That link is down below. Or you can jump inside the monthly membership, which also gets a ton of other incredible perks, daily messages, a bunch of other hypnosis activations to help you, monthly coaching call with me, monthly breath work, like so many beautiful things in there. And that is $33.33 a month. So if you want to start manifesting your dream home, tapping into the frequency of it's already done, and using this powerful, powerful modality of quantum healing hypnosis to shift your subconscious and shift your whole energetic field to be a match for what you want, then click one of those links. I will see you on the inside, and I cannot wait to see what you manifest for yourself moving forward, and how beautiful and dreamy and safe and supported and connective your next environment is. So I will see you on the link. I'm sending you so much love, and we'll be back soon.